Hello friends, how are you? This is Dr. Srinagi, Ayurveda and Medicine doctor and also Isha Hatha Yoga teacher. So today in this video, I am going to talk about one of the major problems which many people have written, like what is the reason for the smell in urine. Sometimes they say like when in morning urine they go for urination or for peeing, so they feel a very different kind of smell in urine. So can you tell why this smell comes? So today's video is all about why this smell comes in urine. So let's see about Mutra Pariksha, that is urine examination, what Ayurveda has to say about it. Mutra means urine in Ayurveda and Pariksha means examination. Like modern technology, like where we go for urine analysis, in Ayurveda earlier they have their own techniques just to examine urine. So, smell of urine is one of the part of Ayurveda Mutra Pariksha or Ayurveda urine analysis. So, today I am going to talk about this. Before we start, let's first clarify few things. If you have fever along with smell in urine, so there is very possibility that you may have UTI, that is urinary tract infection. So in this case, please don't keep sitting at home, please go to the hospital because it's a very minor thing. Doctor will take urine sample of you, especially for the morning urine, and the urine sample will go for urine analysis, and accordingly you will get any kind of antibiotic if it is needed. So one thing is very important, if you have fever associated with urine smell or some kind of burning sensation in urine along with fever, then you must visit nephrologist. It is very important, or urinologist or internal medicine doctor. These three doctors you need to visit if you have smell in urine along with fever. But if you visited your doctor, everything is totally okay, you don't have any fever, you don't have any bacterial infection or any kind of fungal infection, nothing is there, but still there is smell in urine. Now here comes Ayurveda, why this smell is happening. According to Ayurveda, whenever there is excessive heat in the system, whenever your pitta got enhanced or you have excess of heat in the system, then the morning urine that you will pass, it will have certain kind of smell, not good smell, different kind of smell. So this different kind of bad smell comes because of excess of pitta. How this pitta got aggravated in the system? It happens whenever we take excessive spices, and we are taking spices not according to our body type and not according to season, then it aggravates our pitta dosha. Sometimes the ritucharya, that is seasonal change is happening, and in certain seasons pitta naturally get aggravated, and especially the people who are pitta body type, that is pitta dosha constitution. And if you don't know what is this Ayurveda body type or prakriti, there is a link below about how to know your dosha. You click on that link and you know your body type. So whenever this change in season happen, and if you already have pitta body type, then what will happen, you will suddenly feel sometimes pain in lower stomach, sometimes smell in your urine, and sometimes even difficulty in passing urine, like urine is not properly passed. So, but before going through all these Ayurveda diagnoses, it is very important that make sure you should not have renal stones. If your urine has smell like calculi, you know, renal stones, kidney stones, what it is called. Renal is the medical term for kidney. You should not have this, you should not have cystitis, that is bladder inflammation in the bladder. that should not happen. So, why I am telling these all diseases, because these are not something very serious diseases, oh like what happened, these are very mild things, and if you go to hospital you just treat your things, they will go, but the smell sometimes does not go. Regarding smell, we are this video is only focused on smell. Other diseases like cystitis, renal stones, that are different things. In Ayurveda we deal these things differently, but here I am talking about only smell. So, smell happens whenever there is aggravation of pitta dosha, like it can be because of season, because of your prakriti, sometimes because of your excessive intake of things which are hot in potency, like excessive coffee. Sometimes people take 6 to 7 cups of coffee in a day, that too black coffee, just to relax your mind. So, that also leads to excessive heat in the system. If you want to have coffee, 1 cup in a day is enough, and in winters not more than 2 cups, 2 cups are enough. And still, if you want to know what is Ayurveda way of drinking coffee, we already have created video and link is there in the description. You can watch this link, you can watch this video and make your coffee habit better, like how to drink it, what are the precautions need to be taken. So, everything has been explained in this video. So, you make use of this video. Another thing, if you are excessive tea taker, if you are having tea in excess amounts, it will aggravate your vata dosha. Or if you are having excessive coffee during the day, that is 5-6 cups of coffee or 5-6 cups of tea, this will aggravate your vata dosh, and ultimately vata and pitta become mixed up. In general language I will just say mixed up for your understanding, and it will cause excessive heat in the system. It will the vata will block the passage of pitta, and it will get stored and stored, which cause excessive heat in the system, and that leads to this smell in urine. So, when I am talking about teas, I am also talking about green tea, that is also hot in potency. So, what are the other things which are hot in potency? If you are taking ginger in excess amounts, which is hot in potency, that can also lead to this problem. If you are taking garlic in excessive amounts, like sometimes they use, in western countries especially, they use a big thick layer of garlic on their breads. Earlier these western country people, they are very hard worker, they are going to jungle, cutting trees, and very difficult life they were leading. So, this food was according to their tradition, because that much heat was needed in the system. But now, as we know, western countries are most comfortable countries in terms of when it comes to comforts. House are totally warm, no need to go to jungle in winter, but still the food pattern is same, like you are having big layers of this garlic. So, this garlic will generate excessive heat in the system, and that will cause smell in the urine. So, what we can do about it and how we can remove this smell from the system? If you do not have any UTI, like I mentioned, and no bacterial or fungal infection is there, renal calculi is not there, kidney infection is not there, everything is all right, but still it is smell, and you feel little bit of discomfort in the lower part of your stomach, and make sure if you have gynec problem, like especially for ladies, in some cases because of ladies problem, that is gynecology, I hope you know, like the branch of medicine that deal with woman problems, so in those cases also sometimes smell comes because of certain discharge. So, for a woman it is very important that you take a gynecological check also, if this kind of smell is coming or any discharge is coming. Other than that, if there is no discharge but still smell is coming, then one thing is you need to enhance the intake of water. And for certain things, if you are drinking warm water whole day, like in our yogic texts and yogic culture, it has been said, and even in Ayurveda culture also it has been said, like warm water or lukewarm water is very good for health. Yes, it is true, it is good for health, and I also have created many videos regarding the benefits of warm water. You can check in the description link below. But if you have this symptom like excessive heat in the system, then please stop using warm water. Then you use lukewarm water in the morning, and during the day take water at room temperature, because if you keep using this warm water, it will enhance the pitta dosha, and this smell in urine will go on enhancing and enhancing and enhancing, and you must be thinking, I am eating everything well, why it is happening? So, this is happening because of this reason. So, you stop taking warm water, but that does not mean you go and start taking water from the refrigerator. No, just normal room temperature water that should be boiled properly and let it cool at room temperature. This water you should use throughout the day. In addition to that, add various fruits in your diets, especially seasonal fruits. Almost all fruits, they are very cooling in potency. So, these fruits you can take, and these fruits will be extremely beneficial for you. And what is the right time to take fruits? You should not take fruits at night. You can have fruits in the morning, especially banana. Banana is extremely cooling in potency as a fruit. So, you have 2 or 3 bananas during the day, like 2 bananas in the morning, 1 banana in the afternoon, or 1 banana in the morning and 2 bananas in the afternoon. But intake of banana is contraindicated in evening according to Ayurveda. If you are using curd, curd is very hot in potency. So, if you have this symptom, then stop using curd in your diet, because in the evening, to definitely you should not never take curd, but even in the morning and afternoons also you stop if you have excessive pitta in the system. In addition to that, if you have amla, that is Indian gooseberry, if that is available, you just eat it. It is very cooling in potency, and it is very beneficial for health. At the same time, if you are using turmeric water or as a medicine, stop using turmeric if you have excessive heat in the system. Because especially for pitta body type people, if you have excessive heat in the system and if you are feeling this symptom, please stop using turmeric. You use turmeric just in cooking vegetables, not separately as a medicine. Sometimes this also cause this symptom. Though turmeric is a very good anti-inflammatory immunobooster, but if this situation has happened, then you need to minimize the use of turmeric. In addition to what you should drink if you have excessive heat in the system, you should have buttermilk, especially in summers. It is extremely beneficial and it is extremely cooling in potency, and I know most of the people who do not take any milk product, for them it is very difficult to have anything. But this buttermilk, according to Ayurveda, it is very cooling in potency, and it is the best tonic for your stomach to just balance the excessive heat. And those who are not taking anything milk product, they can have more and more fruits. But there is fruits are no comparison to buttermilk, because in these situations, especially for stomach, buttermilk is like nectar. And no fruit can have any comparison with buttermilk according to Ayurveda, because if in buttermilk you put little bit of pinch of this Himalayan salt, that is pink colored salt. Regarding that also we have created video. You click on description links and you watch this video and see what are the benefits of this pink colored salt. So, this will be extremely beneficial for you. In addition to that, all those people who are feeling little bit bloating and heat in the system, in the lower especially stomach, there is unpleasantness, for them it is very beneficial coriander tea. So, how to make this coriander tea? It is very simple. You just take 1 glass of water. In that you just put half teaspoon of coriander and just boil it. And when it will become half, you just drink it, but do not drink very warm, it will burn your tongue. Just let it cool down little lower than the tea, and this water you please filter this coriander through this coriander, and the water left, the decoction or tea left, that you drink, and this will be extremely beneficial to cool down the excessive pitta in your system. So, that is all for today's video. I hope you will like this video, and if you have any question regarding this, please write down those questions. I will try to answer your questions in the best possible way. Also, if you have any allergy to any of these things which I have mentioned in this video, please do not take those things. I think people are already aware about those things, but still as a precautionary measure I am telling you. So, if you have any confusion, you please write down to us. And if you are watching me for the first time, so there is a bell icon, there is a subscription button, you can click the bell icon, you can hit the subscription button so that you stay in tune with our upcoming videos. Also, if you would like to support us, there is a join button near subscription button, you can click this join button and you can support us. Also, all of those who are supporting us, we are extremely grateful to you for the love, support and affection that you are giving us. We are extremely thankful to you. Thank you so much. And keep writing these suggestions to us. These suggestions are extremely important for us. We are trying to incorporate all your suggestions in our upcoming videos. So, I hope you will like it, and still there is some more room for improvement. Please let us know. We will try to incorporate that also. In addition to this, those who want Ayurveda consultations, please leave a comment in the comment section, or you please check the descriptions below. There we have given various links on which you can write how to have Ayurveda consultation online. So, that is all for today's video. I hope you will like this. With this note, I would like to say stay healthy, stay blessed, take care, and do not forget to share with your friends and family if you like this video. Bye, take care.